Where there is a will, there is a way. Let's begin the new academic year 2021-22 with this inspiring quote, which tells us that if you have a strong desire, you can definitely achieve your goal. So all the best for the new academic year. Myself, Mrs. Simi Anand, I'll be taking Standard 8 English classes. And as you all are aware that in Standard 8 we'll be doing Honeydew. So the first chapter in Honeydew is the best Christmas present in the world, which is written by Michael Marporgo. See, as the title goes, the best Christmas. Christmas, you all know, it's a festival celebrated by Christians which mark the birth of Lord Jesus Christ. And it falls on 25th of December every year. Now, the best Christmas present. Every festival gives you some good memories. Why? Because a lot of celebrations are there, your family is united, and moreover, you get a lot of presents during that time from your elders, friends and all. So this chapter talks about the best Christmas present. Now, as we read the chapter, we will come to know what that best Christmas present is. Is it a book? Is it a teddy bear? Is it a precious jewelry? What it is, we'll come to know once we read the chapter. I'll give you some brief introduction of this chapter. This story mentions about the incident that took place on Christmas Day in 1914. Okay, from the title itself you have already come to know the story revolves around this festival. But there is one more significant year in this chapter, that is 1914. Do you have any guesses what happened during 1914? Yes. The First World War took place in the 1914 and it was prolonged till 1918. This was the largest war ever took place in the history of mankind. And because of such a long period, it is also known as the Global War or the Great War. Now this war was between the Allies and the Central Power Group. Now Allies, for example, there were some more countries, but one of them was British, and the Central Power countries, one of it was German. So they were fighting against each other. But you know, na festival, the moment you know that tomorrow there is a festival, what feelings come to your mind? You remember your family, the gathering, the celebration, the enjoyment, the merriment you have together, the feeling of being at home. Because these soldiers were fighting against each other, but when it was Christmas, they forgot all their differences and they celebrated this festival together unitedly, forgetting that they are in a battlefield. That's the beauty of this chapter, and this chapter gives us a very meaningful message that we should stop fighting against one another for silly matters. Each and every problem can be solved if you can sit together and talk. All our differences can be solved, but it's very unfortunate that people don't take this step. Instead, they go for fights. I'll just give you the example. 2 years back when you were in the classroom also, how often have you fought with your friends? So next time when you have an argument with anyone, whether at home or outside, always think that instead of fighting, why can't we sit and solve our problems, our differences in a very positive way, without hurting someone's feelings, without physically abusing, without physically torturing someone. Now, before we proceed further with the chapter, I want to give you some brief introduction about the author. So, this person is Michael Marporgo, one of the greatest personality in literature. He is the person behind this beautiful chapter. Sir Michael Marporgo was born on 5th October 1943. He is an English book author, poet and playwright. He is known best for children's novels such as War Horse. His work is noted for its magical storytelling. As I told you, the backdrop is of battlefield and they are celebrating Christmas. So that is something very unique. And children, even you would be very surprised to know that many of his novels has been converted into movies also. So if you wish to see some of his great work, you can just Google out the movies the novels which were converted into movies. Now let's do the reading of the chapter. In this chapter, you will come across this word roll top desk. Now actually it's a furniture with many drawers. As you can see, there are many drawers over here. So we will be reading this chapter, and in that when it comes, this picture should come to your mind because the story starts with this. I hope you are ready with your textbooks. Before you read, there are some dates or periods of time in the history of the world that are so significant. Very important dates. You know, in history, you have got many dates and the events associated with that. That's what history subject is all about. And it's not only history, in your own life, there are so many important dates. For example, your birthday, your parents' anniversary, the day when you have achieved something, you got some prize in school. So these are all memorable days. So these significant events are there in your life also, and even it is there in history, that everyone knows and remembers them. The story you will read mentions one such date and event. And which is that date? A war between the British and the Germans in 1914. I've already mentioned what happened in 1914. Yes. So can you guess which war it was? Yes, it is the First World War, which we will be writing here. Do you know which events the dates below refer to? Children, you will be seeing one pink box in your textbook, and in that there are some dates given. Now you have to write the events related to these dates. It's a very interesting activity. I'm sure you will love doing it. And even you can check your answers. It's given on page number 23. No need to do it in the notebook. You can do it in the textbook itself. Now let's begin with the first section of this unit. I spotted it in a junk shop in Bridport. Now who is I here? I is the author. Spotted means he has noticed it in a junk shop. Junk shop means a shop where the things are abandoned, just like your kabaddi shop. In Bridport. Children, now see here, B is written in capital. It says that it is proper noun. All the proper nouns, every time it is written in capital. For example, your name. Your name is also a proper name. I've seen some children during the exam time also, they write in small letter. Don't do that. It is wrong. All the proper nouns, whether it's your school's name, whether it's your state's name, Gandhidham, Adipur or Delhi, India, all the names are written always in capital. So this is the proper noun. Bridport is in England. So this particular junk shop where the author visited is in Bridport, England. It's a real story. A roll top desk. Okay, so what the author has noticed? A roll top desk. The man said it was early 19th century. So that means that roll top desk belonged to 19th century and oak. It was made out of oak wood. I had wanted one. This author always had a desire to have this roll top desk. You also have some desires, no? I should have this pen, that bicycle. The same way this author had her desire to have this roll top desk. But they were far too expensive. This one was in a bad condition. Since it is there in the junk shop, you can understand all the abandoned old things would be dumped over there. So obviously it is in a very bad condition. The roll top desk in several pieces. It was in bits and pieces. One leg clumsily mended. Clumsily means very untidily it was fixed. Scotch marks, burn marks. Children, here you can see some of the difficult words and their meanings. These meanings you will be writing in the notebook. I'll tell you once I finish this session. Clumsily mended, scotch marks, burn marks, all down one side. It was going for very little money. I thought I could restore it. Since he had a desire to buy it and now it is going in a very cheap amount, he thought of buying it. He thought he'll be able to restore it. That means he could repair it. I paid the man and brought it back to my workroom at the back of the garage. He has brought there so that he can do some repair work. I began work on it on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve means just a day before Christmas. I removed the roll top completely and pulled out the drawers. You remember that picture which I have shown you? Yes. This picture, you can see there are many drawers. He has taken it to the garage and he has started removing all the drawers so that he can do the repair work. Is it clear, children? Now, I will be giving you some of the difficult words, okay, which you will be learning the spellings and you will even write those words in your notebook. Children, I have listed down some of the difficult words of the first paragraph which we have done just now. You will be writing these words in your notebook and don't just simply write, you are going to write and learn the spellings. First one is Bridgeport. As I told you, it's a proper noun, so I expect everyone to start this with capital letter B. Okay. Now, I would like to mention here that capital letter, when you write, no, the height should be little taller and the small letter should be shorter. As you can see here, B is taller than rest of the sentence, rest of the words. Okay, B should be tall, rest all will be written in small letter. Is it clear? Now, when we will be doing that chapter of articles, I will be giving you the capital and small letters once more. I am sure you would have forgotten by now. Or are you still writing your answers and all regularly? Then I don't think so you need that revision. But still, in general, I will give you that revision when we will be doing articles chapter. But for now, remember that capital letters should be taller and the small letters should be written little smaller than this. Okay? Clumsily. Clumsily means very untidily. Clumsily. Okay, try to break the word, the syllables, so it will become easier for to memorize the spellings. Spellings are very important. Don't take it for granted. Do take time to learn these spellings. Mended. Okay, what is mended? To fix it. Expensive, very costly. Scotch marks. It's a phrase because we have got two words. So, this phrase means burn marks. Challenge, garage, drawer. What is garage? Place where you can do your repair work. Even you can, in every house you have a storeroom sort of thing where you can do all the repair stuff and all. So, that's garage. Then drawers, as I have shown you that picture of roll top desk. Drawers were there, that shelf under the table. Okay, so that is drawers. Learn these spellings and do note it down in your notebook. There are almost 8 of it. Is it clear? So, read the chapter and write word meanings. Thank you and may God bless you.